Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that be linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. The transfer window is open. It's open. You hear that, Edu? Mikel? Cronkies, it's open. Transfer window opens today, the 10th of June. And now officially you can do deals. You can get deals done. It is officially open today. Runs right through until the 1st of September. Now, what are Arsenal going to get done? To be fair, the window, even though it's open, has been a bit skewed, the opening of it, because there's so many players away on international duty, whether they be away with their countries over in South America or the US, around the world, whether they're playing in the Nations League, if they're a European player. I still think you're not going to see a lot of movement until those competitions are over, because there's so many players away with their country playing in those games. But the window is open, and will we be able to get the deal done for Gabriel Jesus? That is the one that everybody's really looking at the moment when they're an Arsenal fan and thinking, can we get this deal done? I don't have to go into the details of it. You know, he's in the last year of his contract. Haaland has gone to Man City. He's going to be surplus to requirements. City are open to selling him. But can Arsenal get it done? It emerged yesterday that Chelsea are interested in him. That spells danger for Arsenal. Chelsea in the Champions League. Lots of big players there for him to play with. If they can make him good promises, he might go. But then Chelsea, what are they going to do with Lukaku? What are they going to do with some of the other forward players that they've got to be able to bring Jesus in? It's not going to be an easy negotiation for Arsenal, but we do know they have the advantage of Mikel Arteta having worked with him before. Edu, of course, who's Brazilian. Maybe they might be able to sway that. And as I said, the fact that, you know, Chelsea, Lukaku, Timo Werner, they've got strikers there already that possibly they may need to move on. But can that be the first deal that Arsenal get done? We're going to have to wait and see how that pans out over the next couple of weeks. As I said, I don't think we'll see a lot of movement on that until after the international games, which will be next week. Once they're all done, we might see some movement on that. Also, this guy, Gianluca Scamacca, Arsenal, looking like this could be an alternative. The big Italian is really garnering a lot of interest. Reports coming out of Italy that, his club Sassuolo have said, listen, 43 million, you can have him. There've been reports that Arsenal have already bid 34 million pound for him, and that was turned down. Will they return back for him? Is he a plan B if plan A, which is Jesus, doesn't work out? I mean, it would make sense to have a plan B, and he's a good player. The only problem with it is that apparently he wants to stay in Italy and he wants to play Champions League football. And also there are a lot of big clubs looking at him. PSG are the latest club to have shown an interest in Scamacca. So again, Arsenal will have to move pretty quickly to get a deal done for him if they want to do that. And also, will they complete the deal for Youri Tielemans? Now, again, he's another player that seems to be a priority signing for Arsenal. They were interested in him in January, but obviously that wasn't going to get done in January. No way Leicester were going to let him go. But now into the last year of his contract, can they get this one done? It would be a brilliant bit of business to bring him in. He is an absolute quality player, Premier League ready. And again, that's another one we're going to be looking at. But again, a player that's away with his country, away with Belgium at the moment, in the Nations League. So I think until a lot of those games are concluded, we won't find out. Those two in particular, Jesus, Tielemans, I don't think we're going to find out a lot on those two until that business is done. Then we should be able to maybe get a clearer picture of how Arsenal are going to approach trying to bring those two players in. If they don't get a Youri Tielemans, will Arsenal move in for a plan B for that as well, which is Fabian Ruiz? They've been a long-time admirer of Fabian Ruiz, a very, very good midfield player at Napoli, said to have a valuation now of around about £26 million. That is apparently the price that Napoli have quoted and said, if you want him, £26 million to get him. Now, again, it's another player that is running into the last year of his contract. Got 1 year left after after this year. 1 year left on his contract, and he is a quality player. Scored 7 goals last season, 7 assists, and a very, very good player in the midfield. Lots of clubs interested in him as well. Barcelona and Real Madrid are said to be showing an interest, but Arsenal have been long-time admirers of Fabian Ruiz. And will they try and get a deal done for him? Going to be very interesting as well to see if he's a plan B if they can't get, say, for instance, Tielemans done. Or would they go for both? I very much doubt it. But Fabian Ruiz definitely on Arsenal's radar. We also said that this guy's on Arsenal's radar, Arnaut Danjuma. Now, very interesting, this guy. He was at Bournemouth. And it really worked out for him at Bournemouth. Was bought by Villarreal for £13.5 million, and he has been brilliant, absolutely brilliant for Villarreal, especially on their run in the Champions League last year. Scored 6 goals in that run. Really, really good. And he's got a valuation of around about £45 million, the Dutch player. But it's said that he's got a release clause. I saw Fabrizio Romano even reporting this the other day, that he's apparently got on a release clause of £38 million. Now, there's a lot of people looking at it and saying, if Arsenal get rid of Nicolas Pepe, which is a strong possibility, we can see that last season the manager doesn't fancy Pepe, and Pepe could be sold this summer. This guy, Danjuma, could be a really, really good alternative to bring in instead. So, again, another one we're going to have to keep our eye out and watch. Another one where there's a lot of players, a lot of clubs that are very interested in him. I think I saw the other day Liverpool linked amongst many other clubs linked with him. But as I said, they had a great season last year. £38 million release clause. Should Arsenal make a move for one of Unai Emery's guys? Let's see how that one works out. And this one's quite a surprising link, but I saw this one. It's been everywhere today. Sven Botman. This guy, very, very highly rated. We know that in January, Newcastle tried their hardest to get him away, to try and sign him from Lille, but they couldn't get the deal done. He's 22, so still very, very young. Very highly rated, Dutch international, centre-back, and he's been really garnering a lot of interest right around Europe. As I said, Newcastle, Manchester United said to be very interested in him. Of course, they got Ten Hag in there now, and they're very interested in him. AC Milan, who are back in the Champions League and won the title over there in Italy, they're interested in him as well. 27 million is said to be the price to get it done, which is not, a king's ransom when it comes to a lot of football teams. And the publication called La Repubblica say that Arsenal are interested and could make a late move to try and bring Botman to the Emirates. I can't see that happening myself personally. I think there's priorities on other areas right now for Arsenal. Especially with William Saliba coming back, which has been confirmed. You look at we've got Gabriel, Ben White, Saliba, Rob Holding, Pablo Mari's due to be coming back as well. Remember, he's not, I know Udinese want him, but that's not been done yet. So, what happens in that area? I don't know. I don't think that's a priority right now. Plus, as well, Botman is wanted by so many other big clubs. I just think that maybe Arsenal are showing an interest, maybe, which they should do in a player of his stature. But whether that'll be a deal that gets done, I'd be very, very surprised. A player that's definitely going to be leaving, by the way, now that as I said, the transfer window is open, is Matteo Guendouzi. Guendouzi will be leaving, of course. £9 million. That's all we're going to get for him. He's gone away to Marseille. He's had a great season there. He's become an established French international. It just seems like a bit of a loss. And then now we're looking for Tielemans and guys like that in the same areas that he played. Now, listen, I know he weren't going to be able to come back to Arsenal because he just, you can see he doesn't get on with Mikel Arteta. He's just not working out. But it's a bit of a shame that, you know, a player that we bought has come through seemingly on the rise and we've let him go, you know, for £9 million. It's like next to nothing. We've got to stop this from happening at Arsenal, where we just let players just literally just give them away. Just give away players. I mean, look at how much Tielemans is. In his last year, 25 million. The guy I just spoke about there, Fabian Ruiz. You know, and a young player like Guendouzi literally just given away. It doesn't make sense. But anyway, as I said, the transfer window's open, so things should start ramping up now. Let's see how it works out. We're going to be with you every day till the 1st of September here on AFTV, so make sure you subscribe so you get all your notifications when Transfer Daily comes out. We've got our new show that comes out in the evening where we give you further updates on any transfers and big news as well. And also look out for our Invincible podcast this week. I'll tell you, me and Lee, we sort of took a look at how the Cronkies handled the LA Rams in comparison to how they deal with Arsenal. Very, very fascinating. Make sure you check that out once it's out. Thanks for watching the show, and I will see you tomorrow.